Hello guys. Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurzila Malatifa, and I would like to explain about traditional wedding ceremonies. Yeah, this but Javanese wedding. Um, Indonesia is known to have various types of culture. In the wedding process, there are various kinds of culture and traditional ceremonies. One of the traditional ceremonies that is widely used is the Javanese traditional wedding. This series of traditional processions that have been passed down from generations to generations has various meanings behind each procession. And then this series of Javanese traditional procession is also generally carried out in sequence following a series of procedures. The series of procedures for Javanese traditional wedding ceremonies are divided into two major processions, namely the Hajatan procession and the Panggih procession. Each of these two processions has sub-processions which contains a series of traditional rituals with full meaning. And then, for some people, of course, they are familiar with a series of Javanese traditional processions, but there are also those who still don't understand or are unfamiliar with every sequence of the process. And in this video, I will explain the process of traditional Javanese weddings and their meaning in each ritual. First, celebration procession. In this celebration processions is a procession of preparations in welcoming the wedding day. Yeah, usually a celebration procession is held with the hope that the bride and groom and the entire extended family are kept away from all obstacles. Yeah, it also aims to make the whole event run smoothly, right? Okay. The celebrations processions is follows. First, Pasang Tarub or Tratag. Install. Tarub is decorations of Janur, ya. Meanwhile, Tratag is a tent decorations. The installations of this Tarub and Tratag indicates that the family is holding a son-in-law celebration. In addition, there is also a curved yellow leaf which means expecting prosperity and blessings for the bride and groom, such as praying to God. Yeah. Usually, Tarub and Tratag will be displayed as decoration for the entrance. Second, kembar mayang or mayang twins, ya. Kembar mayang are ornaments formed from a series of roots, stems, leaves, flowers, and fruit. Usually these variegated leaves will be bent into a banana stem, yeah, so that later it will resemble the shape of mountains, daggers, grasshoppers, yeah, birds, whips, to umbrellas. Kembar mayang are also believed to be able to provide motivation and wisdom for the bride and groom to experience a new life in marriage. Third is Tuhan. Tuhan, which means plains, and this is placed in the place of splashing, right? You can also add fruit like a bunch of bananas on each side. This is done as a hope that the bride and groom can soon have a baby. Fourth, siraman. Siraman means bathing with water. Yeah, in this ritual, 7 people will throw water on the bride and groom. Then the father of the bride will complete the ritual, which is symbolized as self-cleansing before carrying out the next, more scared ritual. In addition, the father will also carry the bride to her bridal chamber. Fifth, adult dawat. Both parents will then organize a dawat sellings, even as a dish to the invited guest. However, the sale of dawat is not paid in ordinary money, but using kreweng or pottery shards from clay, whereas the principal sign of life originates from the earth. In this ritual, the mother will serve the buyers, while the father will protect the mother. Yes, the meaning of this adult dawat ritual is to set an example for their children in the future that they must work together and building a household. Okay guys, I have already explained some of the process of the celebrations, right? Then the highlight of the main events. First, balang gantau or sirih, lempar sirih ya. In this process, the two bridal couples will throw betel nut at each other, which is tied by white thread. The groom throws betel into the bride's chest as a sign that he has won the heart of his lover. Meanwhile, the bride will show betel nut to the man's knee as a sign of devotion to her husband. Second, nincak endok or menginjak telur. This is the ritual of stepping on a raw chicken egg by the groom. This ritual is carried out in the hope of getting offspring because the two of them have united. And then the wife washes her husband's feet as a sign of her affection. Third, sinduran. In this ritual, the bride and groom are wrapped in the sindur cloth while being ushered down the aisle by the father of the bride. It is hoped that the red and white sindur cloth will give courage to the bride and groom, with the aim that both of them live their marriage with enthusiasm and passion. Fourth, bobot timbang. After the bride and groom sit on the aisle chairs, a ritual will be held to wake their own children and children-in-law by the father of the bride. This ritual is carried out by holding the bride and groom in their laps. The mother of the bride and groom will then come up on stage to ask the father, who is the heavier of the bride and groom. The father will then answer, if the two are equal in weight, it is hoped that both children will know if there is no difference in affection for them. Fifth, minum rujak degan. Rujak degan is literally a drink made from young coconut shavings. The tradition of drinking coconut water is carried out in rotation in one glass for one family, starting from the father to be passed on to the mother to be given to the two pairs of bride and groom. This coconut water is symbolized as holy water, which is able to cleanse the spirit of all family members. 6. Kacar kucur. This ritual is carried out by the groom who dispenses coins along with basic necessities in the form of rice and grains to his wife. This is a symbol that he will be responsible for providing a living for the family. 7th, dulangan or suap-suapan. This ritual means feeding each other, where the bride and groom feed each other 3 times. This is a symbol that the two partners will always help each other and make love to each other until they are old. And the last, sungkeman. The entire processions of the traditional Javanese wedding ceremony will then end with the sungkeman event. This ritual is performed by kneeling in front of the parents of each bride and groom. The goal is as a form of respect for having raised them so that they can finally live a new life with their partner. I think that's all for explain from me. Thank you for watching and listen. Okay, here I think that's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.